Hey Cancer, thanks for checking out your April 2021 love reading. If you're sick and tired of love readings and you hate it and you just wish us readers would do something other than love readings and you hate them so much, you came to the right channel. You just clicked on the wrong video, okay? For those of you who don't know, every week I do a general video where I talk about everything other than love. Once a month I do a love video, and this is that video. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and of course Venus. I know a lot of you like to check out your Venus sign when it comes to love and romance. So I set the intention for our Venus friends as well. Alrighty, let's get right on into it and see what's happening here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is happening? What is happening? All right. You might be having a hard time making some decisions here because look at the cards. They're clumping up and they're having a hard time shuffling. When that happens, when I shuffle, there's some kind of impasse. There's some kind of like, look. There's some kind of stuck energy. There's something that like maybe you're torn. You're torn. That's all I can tell you right now. What are you torn about? The cards will tell us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first card here is the Queen of Cups. Okay, this could be another person that you're dealing with, a fellow water sign. It could be you being in your Cancer watery element. Okay, but the Queen of Cups is a lot of the times traditionally in tarot seen as like wifey, like marriage. People see Queen of Cups and they're like, I'm gonna get married. And that can definitely be one of the meanings of Queen of Cups. But Queen of Cups is so much deeper than that. Okay, so Queen of Cups is going to be intuitive energy, intuition, healing energy, creativity, abundance. And a lot of the times when the Queen of Cups comes up, we're being asked to make time for ourselves. Okay, so some of you Cancers are in this element where you're needing some time for self care, some time to disconnect. And it may feel to you almost as if you're feeling kind of like you might still love this person in the relationship, but you might be feeling kind of burdened, right? And you're just needing it to be about you. And I think maybe you're having a hard time in how to express that because you're worried that you're going to come off as like self-centered or conceited in some kind of way, right? I feel like some of you are dealing with a person that every time you try to express how you're feeling or what you're going through, they're like, "Oh my god, me too. Oh my god, yeah, me too, totally." And you're just like, "Okay, can this just be about me for a little bit?" Right? And there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make you conceited. That doesn't make you self-centered. But when I see the Queen of Cups, there's like a need here for nurturing. Like you want to be nurtured. You want to be even kind of maybe pampered a little bit. You want to be um reassured. And so maybe you're having a hard time getting that from your person, and you might not necessarily be wanting to walk away from your person, but you're trying to find ways to give that to yourself. Now, if you're single, right, this is telling us that self-care is very much needed. I feel some of you are feeling kind of stuck in love because you're going kind of, forgive me for saying this, I'm not saying this in the mean way, but I feel some of you are going kind of extreme or kind of overboard in like the self-improvement department. Like it's a good thing to be in the mindset of, oh well, I want to have a partner, so let me work on myself, let me make sure I have my life together, let me make sure that I'm like the best possible partner to present to somebody. It's good to want to work on yourself, but I feel like it's too much. It's too extreme. Like you're setting standards for yourself that are way too high, or your schedule is way too rigid. You're not leaving any time for self care. So, Spirit is saying if you can leave that time for self care, and when I say self care, I mean your time, downtime. You don't have any downtime, right? And so, a part of your manifesting work, you need to have downtime. You need to have time that you're like soothing and comforting your emotions, making sure your emotional needs are met. You know, you don't want to be too much in the energy of like, Oh, you're tired? Who cares? Suck it up. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and go and do what needs to be done, and don't be a quitter. You don't want to go to that extreme. You want to have compassion towards yourself. How can you attract a partner who cares about your feelings and who's compassionate towards you if you're pushing yourself to the limit, like a workhorse, right? You have to have that relationship with yourself. Okay. I feel also some of you are feeling guided to more creative endeavors, and there's a lot of healing that's coming in that's helping to move your manifestation flow along more quickly. Okay. This is also very motherly energy. So some of you maybe are kind of healing inherited things from like the mother side or the mother wound that may have been holding you back. The next card here is the Ten of Swords, right? This can mean several things. Okay. And I've said this before in readings, and I'm not saying this to be like a Pollyanna or somebody who tries to sugarcoat anything. I'm saying this honestly. In the years that I've been reading for people, I've always seen Ten of Swords come up before a really big, really massive, really positive breakthrough. And we talked about letting go of the things that are holding you back. Ten of Swords is breaking away from karmic cycles, karmic patterns, things that are holding you back. But this can also indicate in some way recovering from an addiction. Okay, so some of you might be dealing with someone who's recovering from an addiction, or you're recovering from an addiction. And keep in mind, this can be many different forms. It doesn't have to be substance abuse, it doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be shopping, it could be gambling, it could be sugar, it could be uh physical activity, physical intimacy with people. It could be being a workaholic. There's a lot of ways that people tend to self medicate, right? But it's getting real for you because you're trying not to do that. You're trying not to self medicate. You're trying to cope with your emotions in a healthy way. And I think some of you are feeling like your partner's not quite getting what you need from them. Okay. And I'm going to be honest with you, Cancer. They don't get it because you haven't expressed it to them. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to sit down and have that talk with that person. And don't be the person who's like, "Here, honey, watch this video." Don't throw it on me to be the deliverer of the message to your person. Sit down and talk to your person because I feel like they care enough about you that they want to know that you feel that way. And I think when they're saying, "Oh my god, yeah, me too," they're not doing it to take away attention from you. I feel like that's their way of trying to connect with you. I don't think they realize that it's bringing you down. Those of you who are single, you are cutting ties, cutting cords, distractions out of your life that have been a block for you in your love life. Okay, you're putting yourself first. Some of you have been carrying too many people for too long, and it's time for you to focus on you and to put an end to anybody and everybody who is not letting you have this time to focus on you. This next card here is the Three of Cups. This is celebration. This is good times. This can be engagement. This could be an engagement or proposal coming up for some of you. This can be, kind of having a good time, finding your soul tribe, soul family, and meeting yourself through these, meeting your soulmate through these friends. Those of you who are, single, I really feel this is the time that you're going out and you're finding healthy relationships, healthy friends, and being able to meet people through them, and you're meeting someone through these new friends. Those of you who are in this existing relationship where you feel very weighed down and very burdened, I feel you're going to be able to come together closer with this person through an element of play, right? Like playing together, having fun together, going out. I think some of you just need a change of scenario, scenery, change of pace. So it might be a good idea to try to get outside. I know you might be limited with where you can go and what you can do right now. And I know some people get very upset when I say things like this in the video, like, don't you know what's going on in the world? And don't you know people need to be safe? I'm not saying that people don't need to be careful getting outside right now. I'm not saying that people shouldn't take what's happening seriously. But we can't be locked inside 24/7. You know, humans can't handle that. You know, and that might be putting a lot of stress, a lot of pressure on an existing relationship, you know, if you live with this person, right? Or if you don't live with them and you're not able to see them at all. So exercise precaution, you know, do what you feel needs to be done to be safe and to keep yourself safe and to keep others safe. But I feel like some of you just need to get out, just like just being in the sunlight, you know, if it's as simple as just getting out and going for a walk together, you know. I just feel like some of you are needing that. And again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take what's happening seriously. I'm not saying that people shouldn't worry about what's going on. I'm just saying some of you just need a change of scenery. You need to get outside and you need to play with your person. You need to have fun with your person. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. Like I said, you can go for a walk, you can go to the park, just some kind of outdoor activity. If you're in a place or a city that's allowing people to go into restaurants or clubs or bars or whatever at limited capacity, it might be a good idea to take advantage of the ability to do that if it's safe enough in your area to do that. But I feel like this relationship is healing and you guys are coming together closer through like just kind of trying to have some happy times together, getting out together. Your next card here is the world. Very lovely. Okay. So the world card here is healing and closing out negative cycles, right? So we have this 10 of swords breaking out of the karmic cycles, and you're bouncing out of it very quickly here with the world card, because the world card is like we've healed. We've healed from the experience. We've healed from the past. We're comfortable in our own skin. We are loving ourselves. We feel good. We feel ready to be seen and appreciated and loved and celebrated. And again, it's just a sense of like getting out and being seen. Cancer, I feel like you want more attention. I really do. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like those of you who are single have struggled with that. And it's one of the reasons why you've been single, because you felt like you should hold back, you should pull back, you shouldn't be so into yourself, you shouldn't try to be the center of attention. And you've always kind of gone into life with this really humble energy. And it's great to be humble, but being humble doesn't mean to not have confidence. Being humble doesn't mean to not have a self esteem. Being humble doesn't mean that you can't enjoy receiving attention. And so you've kind of like you've hid. You've put others before you, right? Kind of like the song The Wind Beneath My Wings. Like, did you ever know that you're my hero? Like you're the wind beneath my wings. Like you always lifted me up, you always put me ahead, you always put me in the center of attention, right? You're that person, but you don't have anybody praising you for it. They're just kind of benefiting from it. Nobody's making a song about you, and that's not fair, you know? You're like, where's my song, Bette Midler? Where's my song? So I just feel like the more you're allowing yourself to get out there and to be seen, you're finding your partner. Those of you that are in an existing relationship, you're just kind of letting your partner know, like, I need to have a day that's like kind of about me. And we can do one for you too. We can take turns, but I need to have a day that's like about me, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Some of you may be planning a trip or a getaway, which might be very helpful as well. Sometimes the world can indicate a sense of travel. Okay, I don't know why this is so very odd, but I feel there might be a Leo in the mix here somewhere. And that makes sense. That makes sense why I'm getting Leo. I love my Leo friends. I'm not putting Leos down by any means. Um, However, Leos can be very charismatic, and even if they don't mean to, even if they're not like a low vibrational Leo that has a lot of ego. Even if they're not low vibrational, they might just have a lot of attention coming their way, like even if they don't mean to get it, even if they're not intentionally getting out there trying to grab attention all the time, right? Leos are charismatic, right? They just are. And some of you might be dating a Leo or in a relationship with a Leo, and they're a very sparkly person. Be glad that you have them. Be glad that you have that light in your life. But it's okay to say, hey, I want to share that spotlight sometimes. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. And again, those of you that are in that situation, I really feel like your partner is going to understand. I don't feel like you have to be afraid to tell them that. Obviously, say it in a nice way, don't say it in a mean way. But I really feel like, sitting down and talking to your partner is going to do wonders for the situation. The next card here is the Knight of Cups, right? Okay, so the Knight of Cups sometimes gets a bad rap in love readings. A lot of people see Knight of Cups and they think, oh, player, womanizer, and that can sometimes be the meaning of Knight of Cups. However, poor Knight of Cups is so much more than that. And when we forget that, poor Knight of Cups, we forget that. Knight of Cups is a card about pursuing the things that make your heart sing, that make you smile, that bring a sense of beauty and adventure and excitement and inspiration into your life. Okay, Knight of Cups is like going off on a quest. Knight of Cups is like, bringing romance and chivalry into the situation. I feel like some of you, this is really interesting. It's coming up, so I have to say it. Some of you are recalling a past life in medieval times, and like kind of like the whole kind of Game of Thrones era, and I feel like you're incorporating this into the bedroom in some kind of way, like you're spicing things up. I don't know if it's like costumes and stuff, or I don't know. The Ren Fair is going to be coming around pretty soon. I don't know if there's going to be places that are going to be having the Ren Fair, but maybe you're having a private little Ren Fair, Renaissance fair. But there's this sense of like, I don't know, like just I don't like, or like maybe you're getting into those kinds of movies or those kinds of stories or artwork from that era, and it's like inspiring you, and like you're feeling like you're getting your fire back in some kind of way here. So it's interesting energy. Okay, very, very interesting energy. I would encourage you to allow yourself to pay attention to like little inklings that you have, especially those of you who are single, especially. I feel like, oh, I kind of want to, take up that hobby or learn about that thing, or, join that book group or whatever it might be. Uh, do it. Do it. I feel like you're being led towards the person ultimately that you're going to be happiest with. Also, Nine of Cups can indicate, for those of you who are single, before your person comes in, you're going to be getting a lot of attention. You may have some Knight of Cups coming your way. And this is happening because Spirit is trying to teach you to receive. Spirit is trying to teach you that it's okay to receive attention. It's okay for you to receive praise and compliments. You deserve to be pursued. That doesn't mean that you're under any obligation to go further than you want to, but you don't have to be so quick about shutting everybody off as well. You can give them a chance. And if you're not interested, you can say, all right, well, maybe we can just be friends. And if you don't even want to be friends after giving them a chance, you can say, all right, thanks, nice knowing you, bye. But give yourself a chance to give people a chance. Give yourself a chance to receive that attention, and give that person a chance to pursue you. They deserve at least that much, right? I'm obviously, if it's somebody who's like creepy or weird or giving you bad vibes, you don't want to give that kind of person a chance. But you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean? Allow yourself to receive that attention. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. You may want to check out your Venus sign. If this is not your Venus sign video, a lot of people swear by the Venus sign videos. Overall, my dears, you may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. And let's see, don't forget the weekly forecasts where I talk about everything other than love. Thanks for watching, my dears. Bye.